Welcome back to the exam 70-698 configuring Windows 10. We're going to now look at how to configure moving your computers to be on the current branch for business as part of our introduction to the Windows as a service. So we've said before that Windows 10 from now on will be a continually developed operating system that is provided to you as a series of between 2 and 4 upgrades each and every year. And one of the things that is quite worrying for businesses is that they don't like that rapid cadence of new upgrades and new features. So what Microsoft's built into Windows is an ability for a business customer to defer those upgrades from being downloaded and installed onto their business desktops in effect. This is different from what a consumer, so a home user for example, gets. They will receive these upgrades as mandatory upgrades. They will get the choice. So in effect what we'll see is home users become almost like the canary in a cage down the mine. So they're the people that are going to be suffering any bugs or any issues or compatibility issues with these new upgrades first. So, and Microsoft obviously will then look at any telemetry or news group or forum feedback relating to an upgrade, and apply fixes and such like to that build in readiness for when the businesses download it or have upgraded later in that cycle. So what I'm going to show you is how we can configure that using both the UI and by using group policy. And just to explain how this works is, if you are a Windows 10 user, you're on the current branch, which means it's been tested by Microsoft, it's been tested by the Microsoft Insider people, and everybody then gets the current branch, probably after about 6 months of development time internal to Microsoft. So businesses and users all get the current branch. What we can do as a business customer using the Pro or the Enterprise or Education edition of Windows, we can elect to move that PC to receive upgrades at a later stage, and that ring is called the current branch for business, and that gives you then up to 8 months of testing time, a time that can be delayed. You can defer those upgrades for up to 8 months. So let me show you how we actually do that, and I'm going to drop down into my Windows 10 machine. So we go into settings and pull up the settings and go into update and security, and it'll open up as Windows Update. We need to go into the advanced options here. Now this screen, it looks like we're talking about updates, which, as you know from the earlier video, is all about patches and Windows Defender security updates and bug fixes and such like. But hidden in the middle there, you can see a tick box which allows us to defer upgrades. Now, if you've got a Home Edition Windows 10, you won't see that. It's actually not available. Like I said, you as a Home Edition, you're the canary. You're the person that's gonna get these updates regardless. You don't get a choice. Whereas as a business customer, you can elect to defer those upgrades, which is a good idea because it allows you to wait, for a number of months to make sure that there's no major issues once these upgrades get rolled out. So that's how you do it using the UI. If I drop back to the slides, there's one other way you could do it, and in the build 1511, which came out in November 2015, there was a new group policy object, and that was to allow you to fine-tune that setting even further. So what you could do is you could choose, if once you enable this group policy, you could then choose to defer the upgrades based on the drop down there in the center of the screen, where it allows you to go from 0 through to 8 months. And you could also at the same time defer the updates for up to 4 weeks. So that gives businesses a lot more granular control over when their PCs would actually receive these upgrades. So bear that in mind. It's a really useful tool. Know about that group policy because that gives you the extra icing on the cake, as it were, that allows you to delay those upgrades for a number of months, to give your pilot or your development and testing team chance to evaluate the upgrades on maybe another machine that's not configured to go onto the current branch of business. So I hope that was useful, and we're going to now move on to the next video, which will talk about long-term servicing branch, which is a completely different distribution ring, which we'll cover in the next video. So thank you very much.